Computers are useful in different fields, especially in education. If we are going to compare before and now, we can see how the use of computer technology made a difference. In earlier days, for writing, we have to use paper only, but now MS Word create a document for us. Earlier, we have to go to library for book or any information, but now we can find data just opening the Google and search the information whatever you are asking for. Lastly, earlier learning occurred in classroom only, but now everyone can learn using online meeting application or from educational site from Google. So today we are going to understand basic computer science like fundamental computer network, internet vulnerabilities and its solution. We built computer to expand our computational power. Originally, scientists built computer to solve difficult arithmetic, but it turned out to be extremely useful for different other purposes as well, running the whole internet, artificial intelligence, network security, or simulating the universe. So, before we actually jump into the content, let's discuss the topic that we are going to cover throughout the session. So, these are the topics that I will be covering. Firstly, I gave a brief discussion about fundamental computer, then move to internet and its vulnerabilities. Lastly, we try to find out some solution from different cyber attacks. Computer doing everything using just leaving zeros and ones. We will start with the father of theoretical computer science, Alan Turing, who formalized the concept of Turing machine, which is a simple description of general purpose computer. People come up with other design for computational machine, but they all are equivalent to a Turing machine, which makes it a foundation of computer science. A Turing machine contains several parts. It infinitely long tape that is split into cells containing symbols. There is also a head that can read and write symbol to the tapes, and a state register that stored the state of the head and a list of possible instructions. A computer is a machine made of devices that enables you to enter data, process it, store it, and the output of the result. Let me give a basic level of definition. For example, if someone wants to make milkshake, he or she need milk, sugar, then the mixture which will basically produce the milkshake in this case. So milk and sugar are the input for computer, and mixture is act like a CPU or processor, and milkshake is the output in term of computer. Hardware refer to the part of the computer that you can touch or feel. The computer monitor, CPU, keyboard, mouse, printer, etc. are example of computer hardware. Software refer to the program that perform specific tasks on computer. MS Office, PDF reader are the example of software. Data or instruction are entered into the computer with the help of input device. Mouse, keyboard are the common example of input device. The result given by the computer after processing data is called output. The output device display the result after input has been processed. Monitor, printer are example of output device. Performing calculation or comparing data is called processing. Processing is the action that converts data into meaningful information. A large amount of data can be stored on computer. The data entered into a computer is stored into the hard disk. The hard disk, CD-ROM are the useful to store information permanently. Computer network is a collection of computer and device connected via communication device and transmission media. Network can be classified by the geographical area they covered. Now we need to know how many types of computer network exist. Mainly there is 3 types: LAN, MAN and WAN. LAN for local area networks, MAN for metropolitan area network, and WAN wide area network. As the name suggests, LAN network is a limited geographical area such as home or a office building. LAN cover a small region of space, typically a building or school or a home. For example, 2 or more computers connected in a building or small office or internet cafe or maybe cyber cafe. Metropolitan Area Network or MAN is a data network intended to serve an area approximately that a large city. Such network are being implemented by technique like running fiber cable through the subway tunnel and the satellite. For example, SDBS is an example of our MAN. SDBS is a high-speed packet switch datagram-based WAN network technology used for communication over public data networks, in short PDNs. And lastly, wide area network or one network that cover a large geographical area using many types of media internet. It can be collection of lands, mans or the mix of two with a very large geographical area, for instance a country or even beyond the border. Dedicated cabling or satellite uplinking may be used to connect this type of network. Internet is an example of one. As we know, internet is an example of wide area network and we are actually using internet in our daily basis. So what is internet then? The internet is a network of computer linking many different types of computer all over the world. It is a very large wide area network connecting computers and networks around the world. It makes it possible for millions of users to connect one another via telephone line, cable line and satellites. The internet was born in late 1960s. The internet has its root in the ARPANET system of Advanced Research Project Agency of US Department of Defense, which linked together mainframe computer to form a communication network. ARPANET is also known as forefather of internet. It is a virtual networking medium that can be connected and used on a variety of devices in these days. It enables the users to send, receive, collect, store, update, delete and many other operations of the data across the world. Internet uses is expanding its boundary every day as the technological growth is huge. A few of the major uses of internet are e-commerce, e-learning, knowledge sharing, social connectivity, variety of media, file transfer, communication and etc. We already discussed about network types and how a network form an internet. In today's world, everyone using internet in various forms, specifically for online banking, online shopping, sharing personal and sensitive information over social media like Facebook, WhatsApp, email, Instagram, etc. But our shared information can be accessed by attacker, hacker or intruder. So, what is attack? We need to understand first. An attempt by hacker to damage or destroy a computer network or a system. And who is attacker? An attacker is a person or a process that attempt to access data, functions or other restricted area of the system without authentication, potentially with a malicious intent. And finally, a cyber attack is any type of offensive maneuver that target computer information system, infrastructure, computer network or personal computer device. We need to understand types of attacks happen in the cyber world. There are mainly two types of attack. One is web-based attack, another is system-based attack. Web-based attack occur on a website or web page, and on the other hand, system-based attack intended to compromise a computer or an entire computer network. In a web-based attack, DOS, DDoS, brute force, man-in-the-middle attack, SQL injection, phishing, sniffing, spoofing, and social engineering are included. And in system-based attack, virus, worm, Trojan horse, backdoor, and bots are included as attacks. Now, it's time to understand this attack in a more deeper way. A computer virus, much like a flu virus, is designed to spread from host to host and has the ability to replicate itself. Similarly, in the same way the virus cannot reproduce without a host cell, computer virus cannot reproduce and spread without programming such a file or document. A computer worm is a standalone malware computer program that replicates itself in order to spread on the other computer. Often, it uses a computer network to spread itself, relying on security failure on the target computer to access it. Next, Trojan horse or Trojan is a type of malicious code. Or software that looks like a legitimate, but it can take control of your computer. A Trojan horse is designed to damage, steal, disrupt, or some other harmful action to your data or network. A Trojan acts like a bona fide application or a file to trick you. It seeks to mislead you into loading and execute the malware on your device. Once it installed, a Trojan can perform the action it was designed for. Lastly, botnet and backdoor attack is also part of a system-based attack. After discussing some system-based attacks, now we need to move to understand about some web-based attacks too. because these web-based attacks are the most important and the most harmful for your computer, data, and the system as well. So, in web-based attack, we need to understand first what is DDoS. DDoS in details denial of service attack. A denial of service attack is an attack meant to shut down the machine or network, making it inaccessible to its intended user. DOS attack accomplished by flooding the target with traffic or sending information that trigger a crash. In both intention, the DOS attack deprived the legitimate user of the service or resource they expected. DOS attacks simply exploit vulnerabilities that cause the target system or the service to crash. Additionally, type of DOS attack is distributed denial of service, in short DDoS attack. A DDoS attack occurs when multiple systems arrange synchronized DOS attack to a single target. A man-in-the-middle attack is a type of cyber attack where malicious actor insert him or himself into a conversation between two parties, impersonate both parties and gain access to the information the two parties were trying to send each other. A man-in-the-middle attack allows a malicious actor to interrupt, send and receive the data meant for someone else or not meant to be sent at all, without either outside party knowing until it's too late. Man-in-the-middle attack, also known as MITM. Phishing. Phishing is a request often sent via email and asks the user to click on the link and enter the required data. Phishing emails have become more classy in the recent years and making it difficult for user to separate a true request from the legitimate one. Lastly, brute force, SQL injection, sniffing, spoofing, and social engineering are also part of the web-based attack. After knowing different type of attack, we need some security. So, what cybersecurity is? Cybersecurity is a practice which intended to protect computer, network, program, and the data from unintended or unauthorized access, changes, or disruption. Now we need to know how we get protection from security attacks. We need to understand or need to check our system and software that is updated or not. We need to create some strong password and change them frequently. We need to install some security software like antivirus. We need to hire some security consultant service if we are dealing with a large organization. Increase employee awareness regarding security practice.